Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's video. So today's video is part 2 of basically Hajj and Umrah advice from experts. So I made an part earlier, and if you have watched that, then this is the second part because there are some more advices which would help you during your journey in Hajj and Umrah. Let's have a quick look at them. So number one, go to Haram early on Jummah day. So when I'm talking about Haram, it includes Masjidul Haram as well as Masjidul Nabi. So if you intend to pray, especially in Masjidul Haram where the Kaaba is, and you want to pray inside and not outside in the sun, then you should be going to Jummah for Jummah at least before 8 a.m. This is what I have been understood, that you should be going for Jummah prayer. If you want to pray inside Haram, you should be going maybe 7 a.m., 6 a.m. But just make sure that you are there before 8 a.m. because especially during the peak season, which is during Ramadan and also during the Hajj day, it would be all full. As you can see in the picture as well, look at the crowd, look at the number of people. It will be all crowded and inside gets filled quite quickly, and then you won't be allowed to enter, and the police or the shurtas will not allow you to enter. And this is also a picture of the Jummah day, and basically you can see the people are actually now leaving, I think so, from Haram, and this is actually they are praying, this top picture, and you cannot even see that how much crowded it is. So this is also the picture from basically Masjid Nabawi, and here as well you can see how crowded it can become. So please make sure if you want to pray in the shade area or inside, then you should be going there before 7 or 8 a.m. Otherwise you won't get any space inside. Point number two, Al-Mashaaer train or Al-Mashaaer metro line. Which train is this? So this is the train. If you have already started studying about the Hajj days, you're going to be spending the time basically in Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah. And there is a train which works and goes only within this route, and it works only during the days of Hajj. And this is called Al-Mashaaer train. So there are basically, I think so, 3 stops each in Mina, 3 stops in Arafat, and 3 stops in Muzdalifah. And total 9 stops for which this metro is existing over there. And this train, the point here is that not everyone can take this train, and only people who have got these kind of bands will be only able to use this train. So based on your travel group or travel agent or whoever you are going with, they would have provided you the mode of transportation, because usually the Muallim arrange that and your travel group pays to them. And so it depends on them whether they have arranged for the bus or whether they have arranged for train when you are traveling from Muzdalifah to Arafat, or sorry, from Mina to Arafat, Arafat to Muzdalifah, and Muzdalifah back to Mina. So it depends on that. So if it is not in your package that you will be using this Mashaaer train, don't try to take it because they won't allow you to enter, because if you don't have the band, and this is the picture where you look like, because it's a compulsion that if you have the band, wear it and keep your band safe. Otherwise, once lost, you can't get a new band. Number three thing, sorry. The third one is common sense, a normal thing which is mentioned in all the mosques, but again, sometimes we forget about it and it happens. Change the ringtone. So when you enter Masjidul Haram or any masjid, basically, either you should mute your mobile or change the ringtone, because some people still have unfortunately used some music songs or musical items. So don't put the music ringtones. Instead, either change to a normal ringtone or preferably mute your mobile when you are Masjidul Haram, so that if any family members want to contact you and they get lost during Tawaf or during Sa'i, then at least they can contact you if it is on mute or vibrator. Number four, one thing which I have mentioned in my other videos as well, that you should know that and make some point that if in case some family member lost or gets lost within Masjid al-Haram, they know from which gate they enter, so they can come back to the same gate and meet the other family members. But one thing to note, that usually, especially in the peak season, the entry gate and the exit gate are different. So please understand that from which gate you're going to be entering and from which gate you're going to be exiting. And so that's why make a point, a meter point either of the gate or any of the locations, so that you know that where you're gonna be able to come, because you won't be able to come back from the come out from the same gate from which you entered, because usually King Abdul Aziz gate number 1 is the one from where majority of the people enter, and it is not allowed to come back from that gate. You will be coming out from another gate. So remember this thing, and maybe once you go for Hajj and Umrah, you can ask and get the details and get the clarity of it. The next thing is actually after Sa'i can't come back in Mataf. So this is one thing which actually I didn't know as well, and after research I found out, because of the crowd management, what the Saudi government has done recently is that once you are doing the tawaf, you are in Mataf area. So what is Mataf area? Mataf area is the ground floor of Kaaba, which you see right now in front of me. So this is the Mataf area. So if you are doing the tawaf, then you are in Mataf area, or actually you can be doing tawaf on other floors as well. But once you are done, you go for Sa'i, you won't be able to come back in this Mataf area. You will be the guards will make you exit from another gate from Marwa side, so you won't be able to come back. So if you plan that, okay, after doing the tawaf and sa'i, you will go back in the mataf area, maybe try to pray some more prayer near to Muqam Ibrahim, or maybe try to touch the Kaaba, you won't be allowed to do that. So there is a restriction here, because as you know that during the Haram state, you should stay away from fragrance. And as per majority of the ulama, you should not try to touch the black stone, the Hajar Aswad, or the Kiswa, or the walls of Kaaba, because usually they are covered with itar, and some perfume is applied on that. And during Haram state, you should not be getting any perfume on your clothes. So that makes it difficult that during Ihram state, if you cannot touch it, and after Safa Marwa, once we are out of the state of Ihram, then if you cannot enter, how will we do? Then the only thing is that you come out, get Halq, and enter again from the basically from main gate, from the King Abdulaziz gate, or again come back, take all the round, exit, and then come back again to Mataf area if you want to touch after you are out of the state of Ihram. So there is a restriction, but just to know that you know about it and you are mentally prepared about it. Point number 6, females to learn how to pray in Jamaat. So the thing is, usually majority of the females pray at home, and they are not familiar of the rules and regulation how to pray in Jamaat. So once they go in Masjid al-Haram or Masjid al-Nabi, they are congregation prayers which are happening, and there you need to know that how it is performed, what are the rules and regulation, especially if like they join, if it's a 4 rakat namaz and they join after the 2 rakats have already passed. So how they will pray the rest of the 2 rakat. Of course, they can maybe try to look around during the namaz time, but of course it will be complicated. They might not be able to focus on the prayer. So it's better that the basic things about the congregation prayer, they should know about it and they learn about it. The next thing is learn basic Arabic terms. So about this, maybe I'll try to make a separate video as well. I'll think about it, but that's the thing. For if you are going to Saudi Arabia, majority of the people won't be speaking English. You will have a communication barrier. There are many people who talk in Urdu and Hindi, so that might be a comfortable factor if you know that. But otherwise, you need to have some basic terminology about the counting in Arabic and some basic terms in Arabic. I have this pamphlet which I got, but this is translating from Urdu to Arabic, not from English to Arabic. But try to Google it. Hopefully you will find for the basic terms. There are lots of terms here, but some of the terms are actually in Urdu quite similar, and we use those terms as well. So it's easier if you already know Urdu, but if you know English, then it might be slightly difficult, but it's good and better if you know it. Otherwise, now the Google is there, and you can use the Google to translate and get help as well. The next thing, the last thing, which I have mentioned in lots of video, and this is as from the experts and also from one of the doctor experts actually, that during the warm days, make sure that you drink at least 6 liters of water daily. If you don't drink 6 liters of water daily, you will get dehydrated, you will get exhausted, you will get tired, and there is more chances that you will get sick because your immunity system gets weak. And also, if it is too warm or during the days of Hajj, of on 10th Zill Hajjah, 11th Dhul Hijjah, or Wukuf Arafah, when you're standing in Arafat, maybe during that time it's better to not only have plain water but have some electrolytes added in it, so that it gives you energy as well and makes you sure your essentials hearts are fulfilled. So these are basically 8 more tips which I have given. So I have made another video which was the part 1, which I uploaded earlier, which was part 1 of these advices from expert. These are some other advices which I received and got. I hope you like the video. If you like, please do subscribe and share, and if you have any comment, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Till next time. Assalamu alaikum.